So we've made probably our biggest travel mistake yet. So stick around, we're going to talk about that. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Joel.
And I'm Michelle.
And we're the Wandering Hartz. And we are full-time slow travelers. And if you've been following along, maybe watching on this YouTube channel or even our newsletter, you'll know we've been in Hua Hin, Thailand for the last 3 months. And we've been preparing, excitedly so, to go to Vietnam next.
Yeah, so we've been looking forward to going to Vietnam, specifically Da Nang, for a while because we've got a lot of friends that we're supposed to meet up with there. Some of our other nomad friends. We've heard a lot of good things about Da Nang. It's right on the beach as well, so kind of want to keep living that kind of beach life or close to the water. That seems to be our happy place. We do already have our tickets booked to leave Thailand to head to Vietnam. So yeah, we are super excited for that. But then comes in the huge mistake that we made.
So what's going on, babe?
Well, I'm trying to fill out our eVisa for Vietnam, and so we went on the website to do the visa, and it says that the immigration services are going to be shut down for the Lunar New Year, which is basically 7 days. So the 25th of January till February 2nd. Today is the 24th of January, and it's after 5 p.m. So we thought we were giving ourselves like plenty of time to get our eVisa, but now we're not sure. So I don't know. We might not be going to Vietnam. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. I have no idea. I honestly don't have much faith that it's going to go through. Because from what I've read online, it basically says that 3 to 5 days usual processing time. So our idea was that we were gonna do it like 8 or 9 days out, so we had more than enough time. But yeah, we weren't expecting this, so we're still gonna apply. Today's like Michelle said, it's the 24th, and it's like $25 a person. So we're gonna go ahead and do the thing and just hope that it goes through immediately. If it doesn't go through immediately, then it's unlikely we're going to get a response if immigration's closed. So we may not have an e-visa come. Our flight is actually the 2nd of February, so we're supposed to be getting on a plane that day. I'm not going to take any chances if we don't have it in the next day or two. I mean, what do you think, babe?
I don't know.
I feel like we're going to have to punt and go somewhere else, which means that we already have a flight. It's not refundable. So yeah, we're going to lose that, and then you have to go somewhere else. So I don't know what that's going to be. I don't know if we end up going over to, if we go to Laos or we go to Laos or Cambodia just for a couple days until we can get the visa, and then I guess maybe go in by ground or catch a flight into. Either way, it's gonna. Or we can go to the Philippines. We got friends in the Philippines that are there right now, so. Or we just do that for a month or two and then come back to Vietnam, after, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. I guess we'll see how this goes. How's it going so far?
It's taking a while to fill out.
Yeah, it's been about 30 minutes, I think, just for.
Oh yeah.
Just for you, right?
Yeah, I'm just making sure I have everything correct.
So we're at the payment page, and it's saying what again?
Electronic visas are typically processed within 3 working days after the electronic visa has been paid with complete and valid information.
Yeah, so I don't think this is going to go through. I don't think we're going to get this thing until after we're already supposed to be there. So I don't know. I guess we can roll the dice and gamble $25 a pop and see what happens. All right, so here we go. Paying for mine. We got Michelle's in. We're doing mine now. Yeah, so we'll have to see what happens. I have very little faith that this is going to go through anytime soon. I think what's going to happen is we are going to get this approved, hopefully, probably like a week or so, probably the second week of February. So I don't think we have any choice but to find another place to go for the next week or two. Which, nothing like making a last minute trip to a new country. Wish us luck. I'm about to click the button.
Ooh, okay. I hope we're making the right decision.
I hope so too. I think we are. All right, here it goes. We're waiting for it to go through here. Okay. It went through. It's confirmed. We have just spent way more money than we went to book a flight to a new destination. So, let's sit down and talk about it. All right. So as you've seen, we made a pretty big mistake, and that was the fact that we should have just gotten these e-visas a lot sooner instead of waiting till essentially almost the last minute. Although in our own defense, I'll say that all of the first-hand accounts, even the website, and the Vietnam immigration website and everything, essentially says allow 3 to 7 days for processing time. And so we had planned that. So we planned to do it, I think, 9 or 10 days ahead of time, so we'd have a little bit of a buffer room. What we didn't plan for, obviously, or anticipate, was the whole Lunar New Year and how that would affect all of the government offices in Vietnam. And that's partly a culture thing, because it's not something that we celebrate back home. And so we're just not really that familiar with it.
Yeah, I mean, I knew it was a big deal, but I didn't realize that immigration services would be shut down for a whole week.
Oh, and the exact week that we're traveling to. So the thing is, too, I looked it up again, too. I actually was on there the week prior, and just to double check everything, like 2 weeks out, and I didn't see that banner. Maybe it was there. It may have been there, and I just didn't notice it. But I mean, that's not much of an excuse. I mean, the truth is we definitely should have done this much, much sooner. 3 weeks out, a month out.
Yeah.
Another option we could have done would have been actually using like a visa services company, where for like a small fee, they take, sometimes it's a small fee, but they handle everything for you. And honestly, we should have done that like a couple weeks ago, or just done it ourselves sooner. And the problem is we've just been super busy because it's our last 2 weeks in Thailand, and we've been trying to get kind of caught up on some work, especially knowing that we're gonna have a whole week of traveling where we're not going to be able to work that much. So we wanted to try to get ahead of schedule, and also, of course, like do any last minute things that we've got going on while we're still in Thailand. So those are the excuses, but clearly we made a pretty big mistake. So that brings us to what's next. What are we going to do?
Yeah, so we thought about going to Cambodia, possibly Malaysia, but we ultimately decided to go to the Philippines. That's been on our list for a long time.
Yeah.
We've watched a lot of videos about the Philippines.
Yeah.
And
shout out to Jumping Places
yeah.
and One Shot.
Yeah. And our friends are there. So our friends that have been living here in Thailand with us are going to be there as well. So I guess it just kind of seemed like it was kind of a natural place for us to go. Since they've already been living there, they can kind of show us around. Also, too, we've had a lot of difficulty with finding apartments in Da Nang, and I think it's because of the New Year. A lot of people just didn't want to get back to us. I've been searching for I think probably a month and a half, trying to find it. So I think, yeah, a lot of people were just, they wanted to have something booked, over the New Year, and we were coming in basically right kind of at that time. So
the very end, we're supposed to be there the 2nd of February. So.
Yeah, so I think that's where we were having some difficulty doing that, getting booked in Da Nang, and then also we couldn't find our flights either that we booked to Da Nang for a while. Like they were gone for some reason.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like disconcerting as well.
We eventually found them, but
Yeah.
they're also non-refundable flights. If we haven't mentioned
Yeah.
that, they're like $260 or $70. So that's a problem.
Yeah, I mean, it's just part of travel,
Yeah.
You lose out on things. It happens. So, but I think we're happy with our decision to go to the Philippines. Like we said, we've been wanting to go for a long time, and we really want to get that kind of beach experience as well.
Yeah.
We've been living in Hua Hin for the last 3 months, and it's a really nice city to live in. We've actually been really happy here, but the bay here in this area is just, the water is not that pretty,
Yeah.
the green, bluish kind of water, that you see kind of like in southern Thailand. So we're hoping maybe to kind of get more of that beach experience.
Yeah, I mean, also we've had, like, if you're familiar with burning season in Thailand,
Yeah.
well, we've always understood that that's like the far north of Thailand. Apparently that's not the case. And I don't know if it's accelerated because of some kind of climate change or whatever, but it's smoky out here. As you can see, there's like, you can barely even see the bay, and the Bay of Thailand out there, or even the mountains over here. It's just so hazy and smoky, and it's all like just smoke, particulate matter from all of the burning season of the rice fires, and they also like incinerate a lot of garbage here too. And it's been like that since December, really, and it's just gotten thicker and thicker and thicker.
Yeah.
So yeah, the reason we came here was so that we'd have that experience. So we have this really nice big beach that we could go out to and look out and go play in the water. But it's just been, it's been a little disappointing. So the Philippines definitely make up for that. So we are looking very much to that. And of course, all of this does come at a cost. And we kind of mentioned earlier about those flights to Da Nang that we're losing. So again, that's $260, whatever it was, $270. But it also meant we had to buy new flights to the Philippines. And that was like almost $500 for those last minute flights. So that's already a big cost.
Yeah.
And the other thing too is we had a hotel booked, non-refundable for Bangkok, because the plan was to go to Bangkok for a couple of days and then fly to Da Nang from there. So had we done something like, had we gone down to Malaysia, which is, fairly close to where we're staying, we would have lost that reservation as well. So the flights plus that, now you're already back up to $500. So we're just like, plus paying for a hotel or a longer stay there. Mm-hmm. And then the flight's back. So it just ended up making more sense just to go straight to the Philippines.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. So what did we learn from this? Well, make sure you apply for your visa well in advance, probably a month or 3 weeks before, just so you have enough buffer time for processing. Even also, too, if you make a mistake, on it. I know one of our friends coming into Vietnam, he said it took 10 days for his to process because I think he left out his middle name or something. So they had to look over that again. So yeah, there's always things that can pop up. I think another thing is just to be flexible, which we've learned pretty much as soon as we started traveling full time in 2019, because then we had 2020 and we all know what happened then. So travel plans always change. And I guess we're starting out 2025 with our plans already changing. Again, so that's just the way things go. And also make sure you have extra funds in your bank account. We said, we always try to make sure we have an emergency fund. Even if something happens, back in your home country, if you have to go back for a family emergency or something, we always try to keep a good amount of money in for that. So our emergency fund definitely came in handy this time.
Exactly. So if you've made it this far in the video, hopefully you've learned something from our mistake. But also, let us know what your biggest travel mistakes are in the comments below. We won't shame you for it. I'm sure we'll get some heat about our mistake. But also, if you're if you've been to the Philippines, if you got suggestions for us, let us know there. Or if you've got questions that we can try to answer for you too, be sure to put those in the comments. And then we also have some links to everything else that we've talked about. There's even an article on our website, ironically, about using visa services. So, so maybe take a look at that and don't do what we did. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. We do have some Philippines content coming out. So obviously, be sure to stick around. If you haven't already subscribed, be sure to like the video. And thank you so much. Happy wandering.
Happy wandering.
So that brings us to, what are we going to do next?
Yeah, so we did end up picking to go to the Philippines. Let me redo that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Definitely make up for that. So we are looking very much to that. I'll cut it, make up for that.
That was a lot.
I know. I'm sorry.
God.
I know. Brevity is not my strong suit.